When you set out on a journey to do something different with your life or become someone different, you will inevitably hit a demoralizing period on that journey. And that period is called the Valley of Despair. You've been working really hard, but you haven't had a breakthrough yet, and you're starting to think, I'm putting all this effort in, this is pointless, this isn't going to get me anywhere, I might as well stop. And usually it's enough to make people completely abandon their goals, which is honestly so tragic, because if you've been executing on a well thought out plan, at this point, the only thing you need to do to get over the finish line is just keep going. Taking my braids out, but I have to go somewhere, so I just threw this hat on real quick. Me and my mom are about to go to this like annual thrift sale that this church has. It's basically like a yard sale, but everyone in the town like gives their stuff to the church and they set it up as a thrift store for like 2 weeks. They usually have a lot of furniture, and I'm planning to move out later this year, so I'm gonna see if there's any like coffee tables or lamps or things that I might be into. So we're going there now. Hey guys, so I'm back home now. I got an end table that's really cool because it like folds up. I got a set of two vases that are like really beautiful, and I got another vase that I think will be like for my bedroom, and the set will be for a living room. I got like 3 pairs of earrings. Oh, and I got some vintage shot glasses that look so like elegant. I love them. And then these other like drinking glasses. And I got all of that stuff for $129. I love that place, and like they run it for 2 weeks, and so I'm definitely gonna go back on Thursday, which is the next date that they're open, because they get new stuff in every day. So I'm gonna do the first part of my mid-year reset later on today. But first I need to finish setting up my room, because my room got like redone. Like my mom got the walls and the floors redone, so I set everything up in my room. I actually love how it's set up now. I feel like it's way more conducive to like content creation, and like I don't know, the space just feels bigger, or like the way that I have things organized now, there's like more space to do stuff. But the guy just came like an hour or 2 ago to finish up the closet. And so now I need to put all my clothes away and like put them in the closet and stuff. That's first on the list. And then I need to wash my hair. Obviously it's like really dirty and gross under this hat, which is why I have it on right now. So I'm gonna put some oil in my hair while I put my clothes away, and then wash my hair, because some of it is like bins and stuff I have to take like from the attic and bring down, so I'm sure I'll get sweaty, so I'm gonna shower after that. But before I get started on doing all that stuff, I just want to chat a bit about why I'm doing a reset. And I feel like a part of me like sharing stuff on the internet is wanting to connect with people who are ambitious like me and want to do something different with their lives, and like become someone different or become the best version of themselves. And when you set out on a journey like that to do something different with your life or become someone different, maybe you're trying to get in the best shape of your life, or you're trying to pursue your dream job or dream career, whatever it is you're trying to do, you will inevitably hit a very demoralizing period on that journey. And that period is called the Valley of Despair. We're at the time of the year that if you set some goals at the beginning of the year and you've been consistently putting in effort to work towards those goals, you're probably in the Valley of Despair right now. You've been working really hard, but you haven't had a breakthrough yet, and you're starting to think, I'm putting all this effort in, this is pointless, this isn't going to get me anywhere, I might as well stop. The Valley of Despair is a really hard period to go through in any growth journey, and usually it's enough to make people completely abandon their goals, which is honestly so tragic, because if you've been executing on a well thought out plan, At this point, the only thing you need to do to get over the finish line is just keep going. So honestly, that's where I'm at now with some of my goals. Like, I'm starting to feel a little bit demotivated because I'm not really seeing results yet, but I just haven't put in enough time to be able to see the results that I'm looking for. Like, I set goals that would take a year to accomplish, and so I have to put in work for a year, and sometimes that means not really seeing the results until the end. And so for me, this mid-year reset is for me to remind myself why I'm pursuing these goals in the first place, and get myself to a place where I'm able to continue pushing through all the way to the end of the year. It's July 4th weekend, so I have a few days off. So I have other things to do, but throughout each day, I'm going to be doing a part of my reset. So today's reset activity is going to be reflections, but we're going to do that later because obviously I have a bunch of stuff to do before, which is something I recommend. Like, if you have something really big to think about, like a mid-year reflection or your yearly goals and stuff, it's hard to do that when your room is a mess or your hair isn't done or whatever, or like you just don't feel like your environment or yourself is like at your best. So I'm gonna handle all this first and then get into my reset. So I washed my hair, but I was real tired after. You know when you just have a shower, when you do like everything and you just gotta take a deep breath? It was hot in there. Now it's like 7:30 and it feels a little pointless to actually do a wash and go right now. So I think I'm gonna wait to do my hair tomorrow, and I'm gonna get started on doing my mid-year reflections now. Really, I'm just gonna do a bit of journaling, just revisit my goals for the year, trying to figure out, is this still important to me? I'm just gonna have a little session with myself, and then I'll come back and like talk through them with you. Hey guys, I just set up my car mount and I'm just trying to figure out the angle and stuff. I just finished my boxing class. It was so good, but the lady told me, that the studio is closing. This is like a black-owned studio that I found, and they're closing, but she's selling to a media company or like a video production company. But I'm just gonna drive home now, and I figured I'd tell you guys how my reflections went last night. My camera is dying, so I'll say as much as I can. I kind of just went over my goals for the from the beginning of the year, and it was pretty easy to remember like why I wanted to do or pursue each of those goals. I don't know if you haven't seen my video that I made on like setting goals for 2023 at the beginning of the year, then you would have saw that like I set an intention for each area of my life, and like I prioritize each different area, and for the most part for like each area of my life I'm pretty on track with where I wanted to be for my goals. And I also set results goals and action goals, but like so I don't remember where I got cut off before talking about my reflections, but I really liked the exercise of revisiting the intentions that I set at the beginning of the year. So for example, for fitness, like I want to lose 5% body fat or something. And then I wrote the action goals that I would take in order to achieve those results goals. In order to lose 5% body fat, I would increase my steps by 1,000 steps per month until I get to 10,000, for example. So basically I checked in with the intention that I set to make sure that was still my intention for this area of my life. And then I also looked at the results goal and the action goals to see, one, if that's still the result I'm looking for, and two, if I'm actually taking those actions. And honestly, there were only like 3 areas where I felt like I wasn't really interested in pursuing those goals anymore, or it was like on hold for me. And that was for relationships, for dating, for creativity. I put like cooking. I haven't really been cooking. And then for service, I wanted to donate more money than I have this year. But I realized that for my career goals, for spirituality, for health, and for wealth, I feel like very on track for what I set out for myself to do this year. And honestly, that was really motivating for me to see. Taking fitness, for example, again, my goal this year was to be able to create and sustain healthy like fitness habits that I'd be able to sustain for like years to come. And so doing that gradually, increasing my steps 1,000 steps a month, and trying different workout routines to see what fits me, that isn't something that's gonna make me like lose 5 pounds in a month or something. It really is a year-long journey, and I think just revisiting my intentions helped ground me in that again. And I also identified areas where I kind of want to double down, like for content creation and career stuff. I think that I am on track to achieving all of those goals, and I feel like I would like to put a little bit more energy into putting more into that instead of some of my other goals like cooking and learning French. From here, what I'm gonna do, I already have in mind how I'm gonna prioritize these goals a little bit, but in terms of my action goals, I wanna revisit them and see how I'm gonna like space them out for the 3rd and 4th quarter of the year or month by month. So I plan on doing that this evening. Before I do that though, I'm going with my cousin to see Guardians of the Galaxy, like the new one. It's not really new now, I'm like a month or 2 months late, but we're gonna see that, and for that I need to like go drop something off to my dad, so I kind of need to get up right now and go do that. Yeah. Hey guys, it's much later now. It's like 10 o'clock. The movie ended around 7. It was really good. I wonder what the gang is gonna do from here. And then I got back around like 7:30. I filmed the rest of my curly hair video, and I planned my day for tomorrow, and I also did the second part of my mid-year reset. So for this, now that I kind of got a sense of like my priorities and where I want to like put my focus towards for the rest of the year, and where I want to like hold off on some stuff, or where I think I'm doing fine, I just went through and kind of like revised my action goals for each of these. So for example, spirituality, one of the things that I wanted to do this year was strengthen my connection with God or whatever by developing spiritual practices that I stick to. And I have been sticking to like praying every day, but I feel like I want to deepen my connection with God like even more. So I think I'm gonna do like a weekly spiritual reset when I do my weekly reset and like plan my weeks and everything. So I think I'm gonna try to do some type of activity every Sunday that helps me feel like spiritually in tune. So I went through and did that for a few different sections of my life. What I'm gonna do tomorrow is figure out like the little things that I need to do every day to make sure that I set myself up to like succeed in those goals. And I think I'm gonna go to a cafe in the morning and do a little work session. I feel like the hair really completes the outfit. I got all the way to the cafe and realized that I forgot my AirPods at home, and of course I cannot edit if I don't have AirPods, so let's try this again. Hey guys, we haven't talked all day. It's so late. I'm so tired. You guys saw that I was at the cafe earlier. I ended up staying there for a while because my friend that I actually met at the cafe, like I told her I was going and then she met me there. So we were chatting and catching up. Like we talked about yesterday, my goal today was to take like what I wanted to prioritize and keeping in mind my intentions for my goals, figure out like what steps I need to take to set myself up for success for those things. I feel like because I looked at my intentions on Saturday and then yesterday I set my priorities and stuff, it was easy for me to know what I needed to do to like stick to the goals that I set. So for example, the other day I decided that I wanted to kind of double down on content a little bit more, and so one of the goals that I set is I want to post 10 YouTube shorts a month. But I'm gonna repurpose like TikToks and short form content that I already have to post on YouTube. And so in order to do that, I need to set time for myself to be able to go through my TikToks to see which ones I wanna repost on YouTube and to schedule those out for the month. So I went through my goals like that to see like what are the little things that I need to do to make sure that I'm able to accomplish these. And then I kind of just wrote them down as a to-do list. So now like throughout the week or the next couple of weeks, I can plan to do those things. And then after I did that, I just set up my Notion template for the month so that I can keep track of my goals and also my like daily to-do lists and stuff. So yeah, that's what I did. I feel like coming out of this reset, I reminded myself of like the progress that I have made towards my goals. Even though like some results I haven't been like seeing yet, I'm really proud that I've been consistent with the actions that I set to take at the beginning of the year. And also I was able to be realistic about what I'm able to do now and also what I care about now, because we're always evolving and maybe I don't want the same things that I wanted 6 months ago, or circumstances have changed or whatever. So now I just feel like, I don't know, aligned with my plan and everything, and I feel ready to take on the second half of the year. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this vlog, and I hope that you like reset along, or if you do something different, let me know in the comments below. If you watch this video and you're like, okay, that's cool that you did a reset and you feel revamped, but I just feel like really in a funk, I did make a like how to get out of a funk vlog a couple months ago when I actually was in a funk, and I kind of did the same thing, like took you guys around with me for the weekend, but also showed like some tips and things that I do to help me get out of a funk when I really am just like feeling very down. So if you're interested, check that video out, and otherwise I'll see you in another video. Bye.